What's going on today? I'm here to do a review on the PHONIX Android radio or dash kits for the GM vehicles between 2007 and 2014. Tahoes, Yukons, Denali's, Suburbans, Silverados, they all have this same dash kit. And today I'm here to review what I like and don't like about this unit. Let me start off by saying I wish I was in love with this unit, but unfortunately it's going back for a few reasons. One is this line that's appearing at the bottom of the screen here that goes across. I've had that since the day I installed it. And sometimes if you push on it a little bit, it'll go away. Sometimes it don't. So let's talk about what I like about this unit. What I like about the unit is the finish. The finish is really good. The build quality is good. The screen resolution is good enough. If I play some videos, you'll see the screen resolution is good enough. I don't have any complaints. It gets very bright. Right now, I have the brightness down simply because I want to be able to capture footage. In fact, I'm going to cut the light off so you can see it even better because I want to be able to capture really great footage of it for you guys. It sits flush. I have no issues with how it sits as far as it being flush and the build quality and things like that. I do love that about it. I love the sound quality. I love my ability to, EQ and change everything. The sound quality from the unit is actually excellent. And what I'm able to do with the unit as far as controlling things is actually excellent. Just everything from just whatever I want to change, I can switch up however I want. It gives you a lot of features. I love the fact that you even have access to the Android Play Store so that you can go and download whatever you want. And I have a ton of apps, and one app that's really important to me that I use is iTunes because all of my music is on iTunes. I do love that. I love how the dongle for Android CarPlay connects and how all that works. And that's probably one of the saving features on this particular unit. So if you get it, make sure you get the Android dongle that comes with it because it will help save this unit. Yeah, it will help save this particular unit. Let's get out of that for a second. So I do like having access to all of the apps that I need. And it makes it great for whatever I need to do. And I've downloaded quite a few apps. I got Plex from my Plex server. I got Waze. I got YouTube. I got Google Maps. I got Gmail, which comes on it. I got Direct Now because that's where I have my TV service through. And if I want to watch TV, I can watch TV. It shows that I'm connected in the top right hand corner. I'm connected to Wi-Fi, which I'm using my house Wi-Fi. And I don't have any cameras set up, but you still got the DVR function. And when you hit it, it shows your speed and all that works fine. I've customized the car. I've customized the car image because it comes with an Envoy or whatever. But I found an image that was similar to mine, and I customized it with using a thumb drive, which I don't know if you guys can see that, but I use a thumb drive, and I popped the image on. It works with my steering wheel control. I can control everything with my steering wheel control, my volume, and all of that. It does a great job, at providing me with the information I need to control my AC, which I can crank that up and down. Let me see. Let me cut it on first. I can crank that up and down however I need. And that works perfectly. I still got my other buttons that would be here. Uh-oh. I still got all my other buttons and everything that I would normally use. My rear defroster, front defroster, this, that, and the other. And I got my other stuff down here where I can adjust my pedals. And the other buttons that used to be here. The pedal adjustment, the traction control, things like that. I can work with all of that. The navigation that's on here is pretty decent. It's Google Maps. For some reason, it looks better when you go to the Apple or Android CarPlay mode. It just takes up the full screen. When I put in navigation here, it's just this big green bar and then it uses it. But we'll get into that in a second. So that is what I love about this unit. That's it. We're going to stop right there. What I don't like about this unit, and the number one reason it's going back, is it's slow as hell. It's slow as hell. It's completely slow as hell. Just looking at trying to change stuff, it's just super slow. Look at that. If I'm hitting a button to cut up the volume on my steering wheel, watch this, volume up, volume up. I hit it 20 times, it's not doing nothing. And it's gonna probably just blare. It's incredibly slow. Now this comes with a quad-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM. I don't know what the cause of it is. I've done a reset. I don't know, but it is very, 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 very slow. When I go to apps, it's just crazy slow. Like, the thing I hate is when it loads and you're thinking, hey, my app is right here, but it load and now I got to recalculate and I want to press that, but now that's moved to here. That just drives me crazy. I don't know why it does that every time. Like, it looks for new apps every time, and certain apps are just slow. It's just slow. We'll sit here and be driving and waiting and driving and waiting and waiting. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. So it just takes time. It takes a lot of time. And, you know, if you go to a different app, it's just going to take just as long. It just doesn't matter. You can go to Pandora. Let's see how long it takes Pandora. Pandora popped up pretty decently, but how long is it going to take to load? We're driving and driving and driving and driving. And you're sitting here waiting. Now, the average Android doesn't do that. However, I'm an iPhone user, and if you use iPhone, then you're gonna want your stuff fast. I mean, look how long this takes. We're still waiting on it. It's going through animations. It takes forever. You know, you want your stuff to be a little faster than this for paying $600 for it. That's another thing. I spent $600 for it. Within 30 days, it dropped to $450. So that's another reason why I'm returning it, to get my $150 back that I could have spent on something else. Another thing also, which is weird, is it does that. It come on and skip a song, or it never comes back to whatever it was playing on any application. Even if you got your map application, if you cut your car off and then cut it back on, your map application, even though, now mind you, it's not killing the connection to the actual device, because it does what's called a quick boot. And even though it's not killing the information to the device, it will still reset everything, all of your settings. So now I'm hitting the home button, waiting for it to load. Okay. So, and it's just weird that it does that. If you got Google Maps and you're driving somewhere and you run into a store and come back thinking just like on your cell phone, hey, I can just keep going. Nope. Every app that you have will restart, and you have to go back and choose your music again. You have to go back and choose everything. You cannot make, like, I can't go in here and say, okay, my music app, I want it to be automatically, I want it to be Apple Music or Pandora or Spotify. Nope. Your music app is playing music that's stored to this freaking hard drive, which is a 32 gig hard drive. You're not going to put much music, and that's between your apps and your music. You're not going to put a lot of music on that. So you need to either have a thumb drive, or I don't know. You just crap. Your Bluetooth music can go off your phone, and that's pretty decent. However, with some applications, you can choose to say, hey, I want to use this as a music device, and I don't want to use it as a phone. I don't want my phone calls popping up on my screen. I don't want my text messages popping up on my screen. That's just me. I want to only use it as a phone, as a music playing device. You don't have the option to choose that. And that could be an iPhone thing. I've had the option to choose it on previous devices, but you cannot choose that. Videos the same way. You need to have videos saved to your SD card or whatever to play. You know, it got picture-in-picture mode and all of that, but this thing is so slow, I would not trust it. It will not work. Bluetooth, it's just phone book and all that stuff, whatever you want to do. I don't, Phone link allows you to do wireless mirror link. So you can wirelessly connect your Android or mirror link your iPhone with it. I don't use that because it's just so slow, man. It's so slow. The only time I get good speed is when I connect it to my Apple CarPlay, and I'm literally just using this as a monitor. And while using this as a monitor, I get fast results. I mean, that's just my iPhone, just faster results, not fast results, but faster results. So podcast, boom, they pop up that quick. Pandora pops up even faster than it does when I do through the actual device. Boom, now I'm on. So it's just better with that. But again, you're just using this $600 device as a monitor only. And that is when I get the best usage out of this thing. So, that's beside the point. All right, let's take that out. Let's just talk a little bit more about a few other things. Navigation is just dumb slow. I click the button, we're waiting. I'm driving, we're waiting. I'm waiting. Look at that, John. Just slow. And this was previously loaded. I loaded this already. So if I want to go to, click on sports bars. We're waiting. Now, you can download maps so you don't have to be connected to the internet. I'm connected to the internet because I'm at home in my garage. But you can download maps so you can be connected to the internet. Let me see something real quick. And right now, I'm still waiting on sports bars to pop up. Still waiting on sports bars. Okay, so let's say I want to go to Top Golf. Cool, let's go to Top Golf. I'm clicking on Top Golf. You're just waiting. Okay, boom, that's Top Golf. Waiting. This is not an internet issue. If I pull up Top Golf on my phone, it'll come up way faster. And I'm connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Top Golf. Let me pull up on my phone. And let's see. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's get directions. Boom. See, I got it on my phone that quick. We're still waiting. Okay, now it pop up 6 minutes away. We're still waiting. Okay, fastest route. Start. Oh, I missed it on that. I hit it on there. Still nothing. Let me hit it again. Still nothing. I got directions on my phone. I'm ready to go. We're still waiting on this. Still waiting. Okay, now we got directions. This is that big green bar I was talking about that appeared for some reason on here. So that's 20%. This right here is 30% of your screen gone. So you're thinking about a 12-inch screen, you're only using about 6. So if you try to decide between a dual DIN and this, you're probably going to get the same as a dual DIN but get a wider screen. So that's that. That's just super slow. You can shift through multiple multiple screens, and you probably want to do something where you can clear out stuff, but it doesn't even matter. It's super slow. Radio is okay. Look, I'm just waiting on the radio. You're just in the car waiting on it's okay. You got your stations down here that you like, but as you can see, when I cut it on, it didn't even go to one of my favorite stations. It just played noise. It just played white noise. When you click on the radio app, it goes straight to white noise. It don't go to one of your favorite radio stations or the last radio station. And it'll search and scan for all the radio. That's what this button is, to search and scan for all the radio stations, but you'll be doing that junk forever. Explorer. I think it's Chrome. Yeah, it's Chrome, but it's pointless because it's so slow. Do you really want to be searching on this thing? Look at that. It's so slow. Let's say I choose that. Let's see how long it takes. Mind you, I have a terabyte connection. It should be dumb fast. We're just waiting. Okay, boom. That's that. AUX can be anything you plug up to it, PlayStation, whatever. It gives you a good amount of cables for that. DVR, you already know if you got a hard drive connected and you got a camera, you can save the DVR. File Manager lets you go through the files and see what you'll need to do to install certain things, yada, yada, yada. That's how I installed the logo, you got to name it that ZXW logo and put it on your SD card home page or home folder, and it'll see it and change your car logo to that. They don't explain how to do it, so I'm explaining how to do it. Get you a PNG file with your car with no background. Get it off Google. Save it to ZXW logo in large caps .png and drop it on your SD card home folder using, you have to move it using a SD card, and your car will appear. So that's one, but for the most part, it's not as usable as I'd like it to be. It's not as usable as your cell phone. I was using an iPad for navigation for the longest, and I got a little spoiled with that, how fast that works and things like that. This is not the same. It's not functional to me. On top of it being slow, let's say you get in the car real quick and you're going through the seasons where it's hot during the day and cold at night. Well, if you get in the car and your AC blowing and it's freezing, it's cold as hell, it take time to cut this thing off because it don't move as fast. You know what I'm saying? It just take time. You can't just, like, I'm trying to just hurry up and blast it. I can't blast it. I can't just say, yo, go straight to 7, bro. I'm hot. I can't just, it just don't keep up like that. Like, look at this. It just don't keep up. It's selective on what it keeps up with. Like, I can't even, like, now I want to cut the air off so y'all can hear me, and I can't. So let me just kill it. So there's times where you need it and it's not as fast, and that's a problem. For me, for spending $600 on the radio, that's a problem. It's not gonna work for me. On top of this, it's another thing. It's not as functional as it needs to be. It's not as functional as it needs to be. Another thing, installation is really easy. Installation is incredibly easy because they got the cords. It's plug and play. No soldering, no cutting, no nothing. You just plug it up. There is a piece that you have to unscrew off the back of your AC module and then screw on the back of here that there aren't really any instructions about, because you're going to be like, I got 3 extra cables, what they plug into. One major thing that I don't like about this, right? One major thing that you really need to know about. This installs by way of the latches that your normal wood grain installs to, right? It installs with those latches. Now, you're thinking, well, that's pretty cool. That ain't bad. Yada, 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 yada. Unfortunately, if you have this radio, and I know you have this radio, I can just bust your window and pull your shit out. Just that easy. There are no screws to hold this in. It will not pop out and fall out and do none of that. But that alone is scary as hell. Because now I'm gone with your radio that it's plug and play. I can just detach and I'm gone. That is a game changer for me. And that is scary. That's scary. Because all it does is connect to these latches here. That's all it does is just pop in. So again, I can pop this boy back in. And we rolling. Now, it's going to never pop out while you're driving. None of that stuff. However, that's scary, man. That's some scary stuff. For $650, it's not worth it. It boot up really quick. We're going to start the vehicle. So it boots really quick. Now, the reason it stayed is because I was already in the mode to start my car. I didn't have it in accessory mode. But if I cut it off and then cut it back on, it's going to do a soft reset, which this is the fast boot version. This is not the long boot where it shouldn't be. But I guess it's doing a long boot for some reason. Yeah, it starts off here. So it's still in the same mode, but everything's it's starting all over. So let's say I need to get some AC quick. Boom. Cut me some AC on. Cut it up, cut it up, cut it up. Cut it up, cut it up. It just takes time. And as much as I love the extra screen down here, the extra screenage down here, I don't know if it's worth giving up my standard controls that works perfectly for screen real estate that go through Android that's hella slow. I just don't know if it's worth it. To me, it's not. I'm going with a different unit. And let's talk about viewing angles, right? So viewing angles, you think look great, but they suck. Because from a driver's side point of view, looking into the screen, I can see the chest of the person that's in my passenger seat. I can see their chest or maybe even their face, and it's freaking awkward. I'm looking in the screen, they're looking in the screen, we're gazing at each other's eyes, and it's cool if it's your girl, but if it's your boy, it's real suspect, man. It's real weird. And you can't change the viewing angles. There's nothing I can do to change the viewing angles. We're stuck like this. And if there's a glare coming out of the window, if the sun is on that side, it's going to blind the hell out of me. And I'm driving and I'm being blinded by the screen. And there's nothing I can do about it. I cannot change it. So that's something you got to think about when you compare this to one with a moving screen or something like that. It's crazy slow, man. Like it's crazy slow. Look at that junk, man. I don't got time for that. If I get in my car and I got somewhere I want to go, navigation, hurry up. I don't got time for this. And as you can see, the screen is blinking. I don't got time for this, man. Look at that junk. Another thing I don't like is, let's say if you got music on, right? Let's say if I'm jamming. And this may be standard across a lot of different stuff, but let's just say I'm jamming. I got music on. Let me see. What is it? Look, I told you it go to white noise. It don't go to my favorite station. I got white noise. Even though I got favorite stations, it don't go to them. I got to select it. I got to wait for that volume to go away. Now I got to select it. It still ain't working. Okay, whatever. So if I put it in reverse, it goes to that. Now I do like that it got the sensors to show me my garage door is partially open, so it's telling me. That's kind of dope. I don't like that I can't change that car, but I'm not tripping. I don't have a rear view camera installed because I was going with a 360 unit. But this will kill any music you have playing. You cannot listen to music while you reverse. Now, if you running an app, let's say you got an app going. Let me show you what happens when you run an app. Let's say I want to go, and I hate how it shifts because I've been picking. Let's say you got some songs going. This blinking screen, it's killing me, man. That flickering, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. So let's say I got music playing, right? This is an artist that I know out of Detroit, P. Dot. She doing her thing. So let's say okay, let's play a little music. Okay, music playing. I put the music on when waiting on somebody. I get ready to put in reverse. Music's done. Music's done. No music. 0. You're in reverse. Oh, now I cut the music up. I hit the volume button, and it did it. But now it's stuck. I'm in drive right now. Reverse. Okay, so now it's doing it because I hit the volume button. But usually it'll kill anything. Oh, there you go again. See, it'll kill anything that you're doing. It's just a little bit of a delay. And I'm in drive, so it just take time. Another cool thing that I like about it is when you got a door open or something, it shows what door is open. That's pretty dope. That's a thumbs up thing. But it's just crazy slow, fam. It's too slow for me. I need a little more speed. Second, I can't change this. I don't need my freaking calendar while I drive. That's stupid. This right here, I can't change that. I can't put like Apple Music there. I can't put Pandora there. I can't put, I would like to put my Pandora player there. That would be dope. You know what I'm saying? Now you can get launchers and stuff. There's launchers for it. I'm not taking away from that. But with what it come with, that's kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, Another thing is, like, they got quick select buttons for AC and all of that, right? But you can't just, when you do it from here, that pops up. So what's the point of having that there? Look, it's still moving up. What's the point of having a quick select when it's going to pop up the whole menu? You might as well give me that real estate and just give me a button to hit it so I can edit it. What's the point of having this here and I can't do it from there? That's going to pop up and take up half my screen every time. It's kind of pointless. So let's get out of that. And then again, you can't That's music that you have loaded on the SD card. I may not want to play that music. I stream everything. So why do I got to go to video to see my mile per hours and my RPMs? Why couldn't that be on the main screen? Let's go into settings real quick, right? Let's go into settings, because you have to have a certain code to get into the setting screens. And let's talk about this for a minute. So your navigation button, that's the only button you can select whatever you want, whatever application you want to pop up. So now I have Google Maps. GPS monitor is just a GPS that you have to install, which is trash, because they don't even come with two-sided tape so you can stick it. Date and time, which it should be pulling off Wi-Fi. I don't understand why it's asking you for it, but whatever. Language, equalizer, dimmer, you can select it for day or night, yada yada yada. But it's flickering when it get below full power. Full power is fine. The lower you go, it'll flicker. System settings got stuff like touch tone, auto navigation. It got, which camera you want to view, warning sounds, parking sounds. You want kilometers, you want mile per hour. Temperature setting, Fahrenheit, it don't matter because it does not work. It will never work. So there's a feature to pull it, because it usually show the temperature in the top right hand corner. It'll show negative 40 degrees all the time. They know it don't work. I know it don't work. It is what it is. $600, fam. It is what it is. So those are the stuff you can change from here. Then you got your wheel settings where you can control you can customize your steering wheel controls. I get it. Nice. System info, which is telling you, hey, this is what we're running. This is how much you got. Blah, blah, blah. Your RAM is 2 gigs. You got a reset icon, reset settings, and you got an advanced. Now, the code for the advanced, for everybody that's doing it, I'm going to tell you because it's the same for all of them. It's going to be 1 or 2 codes, because there's 2 advanced screens. It's going to be 1688. Nope, that's not it. 1680. Now, it's going to get you here, which you can choose your car type. Now, mind you, it's not going to have your car type. General Motors, I don't even know what the rest of these other cars are. I have no idea what those are. I don't think any of you do either. I don't know why I got all these other car types. I guess it's just for whatever. Let's go back. If I can go back. Okay, whatever. Yeah, hit my back button. So you can do things like, it'll ask you, is a hybrid? You got a 360 camera. Do you want to do a soft reverse? You got a plug-in radar, a lot of stuff. USB DVR on or off. So it'll give you a lot of other stuff. Video out, dual air, GM console theme, Chevy, GM, volume fader, whatever. You can reset and reboot. Then when you go into system info, it's another screen, right? You got to hold it. And then you go 1688. I think this was the 1688. And it'll take you to another one, which is very similar to what we left, but it got 1 or 2 other options. System settings, you got Bluetooth name. You can change the name of your Bluetooth. Echo elimination on the phone. You got different stuff. Screen rotation, bit depth. I tried to change it to 8. It's not a good look. I don't know if it's 8 or 16. I don't think that's 6. I'm sure that's 16. Google app determines whether or not you have your Play Store, So you got some of the same stuff for TPMS, which we got. It don't matter because we got a Chevy. So screen frequency is high, all that stuff. So you got a bunch of stuff. Dash color green. Radio gain, you got a stuff you can change, and then you can export your settings to an SD card. Let's say if I wanted a replacement, I would export it to an SD card, save it, and when I get my new one, I can just pop and drop, but that's not the case. MCU upgrade, whenever you want to upgrade the system, whenever they send you out something, it's not like they have a website where you can go get updates. They have to send it via email. You have to request it. Sucks. So that's that. Another thing is this. Rarely does it ever just connect to your Wi-Fi. You usually have to go, the only Wi-Fi this connects to without a problem, and this really is my my house Wi-Fi because I set it up before I cut the system off. So it knows to reconnect to it. And I have my system set so it's standby for 48 hours. You can do 24 hours, you can do whatever you want. 24 hours, 6 hours. Now that prevents it from doing a hard reset. Not a hard reset, but a hard boot. A hard boot is when it starts from scratch and you got to go through the loading screen and it takes about 2 minutes to cut on. A quick boot is the 30-40 seconds that I showed you previously when I cut the camera on. So that's whatever. That's what all Android radios. It is what it is. However, I have a hell of a problem getting this to automatically connect to Wi-Fi. Bluetooth, no problem. And let's say I want to connect Wi-Fi. Well, hey, there's no easy way to do it. I can click on this and hopefully I get that. Well, yada yada. No. What I got to do is I got to come to settings. I got to go to more settings. I got to go to Wi-Fi every single time. Select my Wi-Fi, let it connect, hit your back button, and go to whatever. Here you got a few extra things you can play with. Screenshot, sound, notification, display, memory, locations. The normal Android settings. It's running Android 7.1. You got a PX3 processor. You're running Android 7.1 as you see here. So this unit is okay. It's slow. It's slow. It's slow. I know it says, you know, I think it's a dual core. Is it a dual core or octa core? I was just there. I know it says that it has some juice, but it's just slow. It's too slow for me. And some of the features I can't recommend this radio. I can't. I just can't. It looks cool. It's a head turner. People gonna be like, "Oh, you got a Tesla," blah blah blah. I just can't do it, fam. It's just not gonna work for me. I like speed, and I'd rather do a dual DIN because you're pretty much getting the same as a dual DIN. You know, down here you're just getting controls for your AC. I can just keep the controls I had that work fast without a problem instantly, that remembers my settings. I'm just gonna roll with that. This is just not worth it for me. Not for $650. I'd rather have an iPad than this, and it's not worth it. And then what's crazy is I spent $609, extra $50 for the dongle. It now dropped to $450. It's now $450. People are complaining and sending them back. So I don't know. That I got to get my money back, man. So I'm literally popping this thing out, and I'm about to send it on its way back to the manufacturer. So again, if you like this review, you got any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if it's helped you save some money, and hit that subscribe button. We do a lot of 360 car videos, and we're gonna start doing more, and our goal is to build the channel and just give you guys real feedback on car items that you love to hear about. Yeah, that's it. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I'll see you guys next video.